I can't stop thinking about you.
Hello and welcome back to Lorefan Gaming Plays Fable Anniversary. I'm your host Lorefan. In this Fable Anniversary Evil Path Part 32 video, we're going to go ahead and complete the side quest called Book Collection. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Do not forget notification spells to be updated and much more. Now in this video, we're going to do this quest, and not only that, we get the silver key for it. As a bonus, I'll show you another silver key in this town, so let me go over what's going on. Let me go ahead and go over a few things. During my playthrough for the channel, I accidentally turned in 3 good books. Because of that, I'm set on the good path for the Bright Will User hat. Now, if you turn in, I think it's 8 to 10, not sure a certain number, then you get the Dark Will User hat. Other than that, make sure you wear something that makes you attractive. I'm using the Bright Will User set. That gives me up to 100 attractiveness. And for giggles, I'm using Dave's hat. Please note, you gotta do this in the daytime, otherwise you won't be able to turn this in. The books are all over the towns and the guild hall, and you get some of them from the quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn in book 4 right now.
Hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Oh, look! How to make friends. Just the thing to teach the children some manners. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Today's lesson will be on how to make friends. This fine hero has just given us a good example of how to make friends by donating this book to the school. Helping people out and giving presents are both good ways to make friends. Can anybody tell me another way to make friends?
Sir! Sir!
Yes?
Tell them you'll smash their teeth in if they won't be friends with you.
No, Billy. Threatening people is not really a good way to make friends with them. I think we need to work on this some more. Any books for us today, hero?
I want to go home.
And the story of Jack of Blade should keep the little ones in line. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Who's the red-robed warrior that brings death and destruction to all of Albion?
Jack!
Who's the legend in the mask with the strength of 10 heroes?
It's Jack!
Who's the demon that stalks in the night, dragging their children into hell?
Jack?
Some say that Jack of Blades has lived forever and is not of this world. But there are those who claim it is not Jack, but his mask that we should fear, and that many men have worn it over the centuries. Whatever the truth, it seems this brave hero is our best hope of defeating Jack.
I never done nothing.
Do you have a donation there, hero? Oh, the other land looks like a charming story. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. 'Twas in the latter days of the kingdom old that a boatload of travellers, wheat and rice, fleeing our land for fear of the sword, discovered an island that was true paradise. There were they welcomed by the native folk, with gifts of fruit and fowl and pig and trout, and a strange kind of ale brewed from egg yolk, that the refugees drank till it knocked them out. Soon they were stirred from their peaceful slumbers by the splattery coughs of their gracious hosts, who had taken ill and were dying in numbers of colds their visitors had brought to their coasts. Ere long, the kindly natives were all but extinct, And as they knew not how to gather nature's bounty, the fate of the foreigners to theirs was linked. They died of starvation, though surrounded by plenty. A few local survivors did their paradise rebuild, erecting this time a great fortress in the sand. It would stop them once more getting killed, lest those bad people from Albion return to their land. Do you have a donation there, hero? Why, this book would be perfect. I've yet to meet a child who isn't fascinated by dragons. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. A long time ago, well before the age of the Old Kingdom, the skies of Albion were full of fearsome, majestic dragons. They flew wherever they wished, ate the people's livestock, rained down fire on their villages, and distressed their damsels. Then came the kingdom of Archon, and with it heroes who hunted the dragons for sport, almost driving them to extinction. Before long, every home in Albion had dragon scale curtains, dragon claw back scratchers, and dragon foot paperweights. The few remaining dragons fled to the northern wastes, and there they remain to this day. Though they are nowhere near as powerful now as they once were, they still represent a hero's ultimate test. Do you have a donation there, hero? History is an important part of our curriculum here, so the Old Kingdom would be invaluable. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Can any of you tell me who built the ancient pillars at Lookout Point? Yes?
The people in the Old Kingdom, sir.
That's right. They once ruled all of Albion, and the ruins of their cities can still be found wherever you go. The kingdom was founded by a great lord named Archon, who united Albion using the power of the Sword of Eons. But over time, the sword began to corrupt him, and the kingdom fell into darkness. Strange monuments were built to focus the magical power of the kingdom, and terrifying armored figures were summoned to guard them. But at the very height of its power, the Old Kingdom collapsed, and Archon and his sword disappeared. What happened to them? Nobody knows.
I never done.
It is now nighttime, so we cannot turn any more books in. In other words, class dismissed. So in order to get it back to date, that's very easy. Buy this house, any level. I bought it max anyways. So you want to do is go sleep twice. One, to trigger the 100% at night. And number two, to get the second sleep for day. That's what you want exactly. Now, please note the teacher can be very slow. If you're impatient, and then of course zone in, zone out. Me, I decided to wait. We're going to turn all these books in. I'm going to go ahead and just ramble off what's the location of the books. There's a whole bunch of them in the Guild Hall, or say the Heroes Guild. There's quite a few in Bowerstone South, one in Bowerstone North, some in Knothole Glade. You get one from a quest 2. A few, if I remember right, in Oakvale. Let's see what else does my notes say big time. Now that you can also steal from Hook Coast. Yeah, that's another one too, in case you cannot find any. And there's quite a few sometimes around the Witchwood Cullis Gate and etc. So just keep on searching the areas. If it's definitely in the towns. If not, search out in the world. Sometimes the shops sell them too. There's the teacher now. We'll go ahead and resume on book number 9. From this point on, I'll cut out the sleeping, of course.
Any books for us today, hero? Ah, the final volume of the Great Creatures of Albion. Should give the little ones a good scare. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Thanks to this kind hero, today's lesson is from Volume 3 of the Creatures of Albion. If trolls ruled the land and dragons the skies, then the mighty kraken are masters of the sea. A few men have ever seen a kraken, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Since before the times of the Old Kingdom, these terrifying creatures have lurked in the seas that surround Albion. Their tentacles can grow to be over 100 feet long and are strong enough to crush a ship like kindling. A brave sailor once drove away a kraken by hacking off one of those gargantuan tentacles. But to kill one of the beasts, oh, that would truly be a heroic task. You have done our school such a great service. I don't know if we can ever adequately repay you. I do have a little something, and, well, I know it's not much, but the children think you'll love it. We used it in our production of The Mage's Apprentice, but it was a little large for our particular actors. Any books for us today, hero? What's this? The Pale Balverine? I hope it doesn't give them nightmares. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. There was once a lord who thought himself good with an arrow, until people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Balverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur. A silver arrow pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy without the acceptance he craved. Ah, hello again. You found any interesting reading material? Oh, Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Could prove useful in our biology lessons. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Trolls are an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, and they will jump onto the ground with such force that the shockwaves can shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your best hope is to run away. If you're lucky, you won't be crushed to death by the boulders they throw after you.
Be quiet, he's coming.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Could you spare the northern wastes? The children could stand to learn a little more geography. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes?
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more. Do you have a donation there, hero?
Oh, I hope he doesn't see
The
me.
Tailor's Tragedy would be perfect for our after-school drama society. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use.
What strange land is this to which the storm my body has delivered? Surely heaven it is, and I be dead, for as in a dream I saw the ship torn from 'neath me by the waves, and felt death's foul kiss. But hush now, who comes here?
Truly my eyes doth deceive me, for I thought I saw some strange thing move amongst the wreck by the shore.
Now I know that I be really dead, for in this fair land do angles tread.
That's angels, Billy, not angles. Any books
go
for us
now.
today, hero? Why, that's The Creatures of Albion, Volume 1. A perfect way to learn natural sciences.
I want to go home.
Ah, it lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Today, we'll be studying Volume 1 of The Creatures of Albion. Now, who here knows what screamers are? I bet you've never heard one, though, have you? That's because they stay away from the towns. But out in the countryside, it's a rather different story, and you can sometimes hear them crying out in the night. Their scream can pierce even the bravest of men's hearts. Hearing it will not just chill you to the bone, but sap your energy too. According to the sage Richard Phillips, they feed upon the life force of men, sucking out their souls. Either way, if you ever see one, you'll soon end up like them, screaming.
I've got my eye on
Go
you.
now.
Do you have a donation there, hero?
I've never done nothing.
The Balverine Slayer. Ah, my father used to read Scarlet Robe's adventures to me every night. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Balverines are the fiercest creatures in Albion, but there was once a brave young girl for whom they held no fear. One day, a beast attacked Knothole Glade, where she lived. The villagers all ran away, until she alone stood to face it. The creature was twice her size, and she fought its teeth and claws armed only with a stake. By the time the warriors arrived, the beast lay dead at the girl's feet, and her dress was soaked with its blood. From that day forth, she was known to all as Scarlet Robe. As she grew older, she became a great hero, driving the evil Balverines from much of Albion and competing in the Witchwood arena.
Yay! See? Girls can be heroes
Oh,
too.
Any books for us today, hero? Ah, The Trials of Archon, a classic tale. Must be rather disturbing for you, I would have thought.
Please.
Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use. Once upon a time, in a village by the sea, lived a boy called Archon with his family. Peaceful were their lives for many a year, till one day a band of savages did appear, destroyed that peaceful village by the sea, and killed the poor boy's family. But of Archon himself they found no trace, for the boy had hid in quite a safe place. And though he wished to help in his heart, he stayed hidden till the savages did depart. Then he emerged to find his whole family killed, and the streets of the village with corpses filled. Oh, dear me, this really is the most unoriginal tosh.
Oh, I hope he doesn't see me. This is weird.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Well, there's The Repentant Alchemist, but I'm not sure it's really suitable reading for children. I suppose it can't do any harm.
25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today. Any books for us today, hero? Oh my, the Windbreaker rule book. Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this. I suppose it can't do any harm. Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker rule book. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. Yes. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't...
Yay!
Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died. Shit! Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear, I knew this was a mistake.
I want to go home.
Any books for us today, hero? What's that you have there? The Ugly Guide? I'm sure you'll agree this snotty lot needs no help in that area. Don't tell their parents I said that. Well, if you think that's wise, hero. Today's lesson is from the Ugly Guide. Though clearly, this hero has never practiced its teachings. Now, what do you think makes a person look ugly?
Having stupid hair.
That's right. Certain haircuts can make a person less attractive, as can some forms of facial hair, especially on a woman. Any other ideas?
Eating too much.
Very good. That's why everybody in Albion has such a perfect waistline, from the greatest hero to the lowliest beggar. Except for Jenna from Orchard Farm, of course. She used to be but a slip of a girl, but now... that woman certainly likes her cider. Anyway, that concludes our lesson for today.
I never.
Do you have a
done
donation there, hero? I suppose You are not a bad person might come in useful one day. I really hope the children won't need its advice, though. All right, then. I'll give it a try. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It seems this hero has studied the book in great depths already. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them, and wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. And I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps we should see what the book has to say on this matter. Any books for us today, hero? The raising of Oakvale is a fascinating topic, but this book may be a little graphic for children their age, don't you think? I suppose it can't do any harm. Today we'll be reading from the Oakvale Raid. Some of you may find what you're about to hear disturbing. I was trying to mend my teddy bear Rosie when the bandits attacked. My brother and another horrible boy had ripped her stuffing out. I didn't know then I would never see them again. It was the screaming that told me they were coming, and I hid under an old cart. From there, I saw the bandits kill all my friends and burn everything I called home. I wanted to help them, but I was so scared I couldn't move. Maybe we should finish this book some other time. In 10, 15 years, perhaps?
Be quiet, he's coming.
Any books for us today, hero? What's this? Eyes of a Killer? Yes, well, strictly speaking, we try not to raise any murderers in our school. All right, then. I'll give it a try. Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone. Let's see how this works. A hero, would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes, very effective. Now, according to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents. But I think we'll leave that chapter for another day. Now then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero.
Oh, I hope he doesn't see me.
Do you have a donation there, hero? I'm sure the tale of Twinblade is quite interesting, but I'm not sure a bandit is a good role model for our pupils, though. Well, if you think that's wise, hero. Twinblade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp, hidden near Oakvale. and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
Sir, what happened to Twinblade?
The hero you see before you killed him in a duel. The once mighty bandit begged for his life, but no mercy was shown.
I want to go
Do you have a donation there, hero? Scorm's teeth! That's the Guild of Zeros! I thought your guild had every copy of the book burned, along with its author. Well, if you think that's wise, hero. The Journal of Bloody Nose. 0 in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He seems to be a master of the art. It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods. He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now, and he still hasn't found us. Ah, hello again.
Here.
Have you found any interesting reading material? Oh, what's this? The sock method? Yes, well, perhaps when they're a little older, don't you think? Well, if you think that's wise, hero. Let's turn to the sock method and see how we can make you sexier in 10 days.
Yay!
This hero seems to have truly mastered the book's teachings. Maybe he could show us what he's learnt from it.
Come on.
Oh, my. That's quite enough of that, hero. And that brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely. Before you go, there's something I'd like to present to you. On one of our excursions, little Billy strayed off the path, as he always does, and found this. He tried to hide it under his shirt, if you can imagine. I'm sure you can put it to good use.
I want to be just like him.
Well, we got our silver key, and yeah, Billy's the MVP of the class. I love that little kid. Hopefully he grows up to be a murderer just like me. Anyways, I'll show you all on how to get the silver key in Bowerstone South. It's on the second level of the clothing store. We're going there now. Go past the blacksmith. Go past the gate to Bowerstone North. Very nice part of town. Enter the shop. Once you do there, go up the stairs. Then go outside. Yeah, exact location and grab the silver key. There you go. In my game, it is silver key number 23. Next video, I'll show you all on how to get up to 28 on that. For now, let's go ahead and recap this video. I turned in exactly 22 books and corrupted the minds and soul of little kids, including Billy too. Got the silver key for completing book collection quests finally. Then I got the second silver key in the clothing shop. Well, everyone, this is it from my Fable Anniversary Evil Path Part 32 book collection video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night and do some serious damage in video games.